The question I wanted to focus on was, what will insects be like in 2050? After doing a lot of research, it kind of became obvious that the populations of all the insect species will dramatically decrease due to a loss of habitat. From that, the answer to this problem felt almost natural: conservation and preservation. Now, insects don't need a lot to thrive if their natural habitat is preserved, at least not on the micro scale, which is why in my SlowHouse you won't see a lot of technology aimed at insects specifically. In fact, what is there is mostly green roofs, insect hotels on the walls, a water feature, and an acoustic tower that is meant to monitor the plant life at its base, as well as attract insects by emitting a certain frequency. All this and an overgrown garden will allow the insects to live long and prosper. But that's enough about the insects. Let's talk about the people who are going to occupy the space. To reduce the impact on the environment as well as the finances, my SlowHouse has a lot of shared amenities. So a big influence on the design was trying to balance the public and the private. That's how the idea of the pavilions was created, because while the spaces inside them are shared, having them be separate structures makes them feel more private. I wanted the first experience of the SlowHouse to be the occupants walking through an overgrown and lively garden into a pavilion that feels neither exclusively inside nor exclusively outside. That's why this room has a lot of windows, and I picture the floor to be the same material as the deck and for it to be filled with plants. From there, the occupants go into their second pavilion, which is another shared space with big windows. The first two pavilions will have a wall of windows facing each other, so both spaces feel connected. In the second pavilion, there is a shared lounge, a small water closet, and a large shared kitchen. Having these spaces shared as well as generously sized mean the occupants won't feel like they are being packed in like sardines, and also encourages them to interact with each other and build strong relationships. From there, we go to the third pavilion, which is intended to feel a lot more private than the other two, since it includes all the bedrooms and bathrooms. I tried to achieve this by not having as many windows as the other pavilions, as well as having the entry tucked away. This pavilion will have 3 bathrooms, 1 laundry, and 5 rooms that can be used as bedrooms or offices depending on the needs of the occupants. When I presented this to my tutor, she said I should try to connect this structure to the outside and therefore to the insects more. Together we came up with the seating nooks on the 2 levels that have wraparound windows. These nooks don't have a set function, so they could be used as a makeshift desk or as just another area to hang out in. The connecting decks are used to connect all these spaces together, as well as expansions of the living room. So this could be more dining areas or lounge areas, or if someone wanted to work outside, they could set up a desk out there. It really depends on the occupants. That's why I didn't include furniture in the model, since I wanted it to be viewed as a blank slate. And that goes for the rest of the model. To me, simplicity is what makes a space dynamic and multi-use, so all the rooms I have designed are simple and can change its purpose depending on the furniture in the room.